3 times the size of Texas and the largest province in Canada, Quebec is a big place. It's also blessed with unbelievably wild and varied wilderness, which means there's endless opportunities for outdoor adventure. Here, you'll find the stunning maritime regions of Quebec and the Eastern Townships. Rich in history and full of dramatic landscapes, the maritime regions of Quebec represent some of the most striking but overlooked destinations in the province. Equally picturesque are the small villages, rolling hills, and vibrant culture of the Eastern Townships. Breathtaking coastlines, enchanted night hikes, and staggering fall colors. This week on Epic Trails, we're exploring the maritime regions of Quebec and the Eastern Townships. I'm Eric Hansen. When I see a trail, I see more than a path from point A to point B. A good trail is the ultimate opportunity to explore, to discover new landscapes, and to challenge myself. When I don't have a pack on my back, I'm thinking about my next big adventure, because my mission is simple. My mission is to discover the world's most epic trails. As the hot summer days give way to cooler fall temperatures, I start my journey into the wild and wonderful Northland known as Quebec. To get things rolling, I'm heading to a very special place in the maritime regions called Gaspésie, a massive and rugged peninsula surrounded by the Gulf of the St. Lawrence. Gaspésie features a dramatic coastline where the mountains and rivers meet the sea. It's a place that's well known for its charming small towns, rugged wilderness, and for being the northern end of the world-famous Appalachian Trail.
So today I'm doing the Traverse de la Gaspésie, and it's basically a self-challenge to do what you can. So a lot of people are hiking, but I'm going to be choosing to run this stretch of the trail. So it's 24 kilometers long. It'll be the longest I've actually ever gone for a full run. It's fall, it's beautiful, it's feeling great, and I cannot wait for the challenge and to be up in the mountains with all these people doing something really cool.
Traverse la Gaspésie has been running for 17 years for the winter versions, which is cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. And for the hiking and running, it's the 6th one. We offer like 15 to 20 kilometers per day to show up like the best part of the Gaspésie, and the trails change every year.
Just started the Traverse today, and you can kind of see how much we've come out of the where we started. It's just been up, up, up so far. So we still have a long way to go, and just getting a taste for what this trail has to offer. We've made it 10 kilometers so far, 6 miles. Feeling pretty good. One of the cool things about this Traverse challenge is that it's really about choosing a personal challenge to overcome. This isn't a race. We're not racing against each other, trying to come in first, although I'm trying to come in first. It's about picking something that's hard for you and working towards it.
Having just run up and down Mont Jacques Cartier, the second tallest mountain in Quebec, I'm happy to encounter a welcoming committee. A crew of women whose mission is to keep runners like me warm and fueled along the way.
Oh, I'm gonna be a fan of this, I think.
Yes.
All right. Sapi, allez. Hey. One shot. All right. Woo.
Oh, nice. Good.
Très bien. So I just finished 17 kilometers of the run. It was up and over the big mountains that we're just seeing here in the background. It was fantastic, it was awesome. It was challenging. The terrain is really difficult, very rocky, not very smooth for running, but I gotta still run 7 kilometers more.
My favorite part, I think it's everyone is really like connecting with people and nature. And when they come back, they're super exciting. They're counting like their day, and they're just having an amazing time for the week. And for me, it's the best part. It's unique. You cannot find anything like the Traverse la Gaspésie anywhere.
Although the last 7 kilometers are beautiful and almost all downhill, the run is definitely taking a toll on my body. But it's hard to complain when the cameraman is matching me step for step. I'm looking forward to a cold beer and a warm bed. But even more so, I'm excited to see more of this beautiful place. Epic Trails is brought to you by Bonjour Quebec. Dermatone. Feel the rush, not the burn. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So I had a super early morning this morning, trying to time this hike around this headland here in Parc National du Bic to time with the tides. So basically there's really massive tides coming in and out here at the St. Lawrence. And there's a really impressive feature that sticks out into the water here. And so you can only do it at low tide. So I'm just gonna come out here, make some coffee, watch the tides roll out, and wait for my opportunity to move around this really impressive rock feature here, and then continue on this loop trail. With an area of only 13 square miles, Parc National du Bic in the Bas-Saint Laurent region is tiny. But it doesn't take me long to realize that what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in grandeur. I'm exploring the Tour du Cap à l'Orignal Trail, an unmarked trail less than 4 miles long, but it juts out into the St. Lawrence River, and at low tide, you can explore the gnarly old bones of Mother Earth. It's a strange and haunting beauty here, like hiking on ancient dragon scales. The short hike along the coast of Parc National du Bic feels like an appetizer, and I'm hungry to see more. Since there's still lots of day left, I'm keen to get a different perspective of the rugged coastline. And so, I'm heading to Aventure Archipel.
I just met up with Olivier, and together we're gonna go do some sea kayaking here. We're in the Bay of Vic National Park, and it's a little breezy, slash just straight up windy today. So that might present some challenges out on the water. It might be real choppy, it's probably gonna be pretty cold. But it's a beautiful place out here, so I'm excited to get on the water and see what adventure lies ahead. So what's the objective? Where should we go today?
I think we'll go to the north side of the Enraged Cap because it's pretty nice because it's a protected area.
Okay.
And we cannot walk on it, we cannot stay on it. So the only way to go see the north face is by the sea.
By kayak.
I don't have a lot of experience in kayaks, and today's conditions are pretty challenging. But there's no doubting the fact that sea kayaking is one of the best ways to explore a coastline. And so, I'm happy to push myself. The scenery is stunning and invigorating, so Olivier and I paddle on despite the growing winds. We hug the shore to stay in the most protected water.
This wind is pretty full on today. Have you been out here when it's really choppy?
Oh yes.
Even more than this?
Yeah, like maybe 10 knots more than this.
Really?
It was like 30 knots the most I've done.
30 knots?
Yeah, we were two
Wow.
though. And like at the second we stopped paddling, we were going backwards.
Olivier makes paddling in these conditions seem effortless, and I'm enjoying the beautiful landscape so much that I don't want to stop. But as we round a final bend, the wind finally becomes too much for my skills.
Should we head back?
Yeah, we'll just turn around.
Yeah. These winds are pretty strong.
Yeah, but you'll see when we have them in the back, it will be a little a little more fun.
A little more pleasant?
It's more technical, but it's less physic.
Uh-oh, more technical. Well, you might have to show me how to do it. How to ride these waves.
We'll start to rise.
Yeah.
That's the time when you want to straddle as
Hard as you can?
as strong as you can.
Okay. Ah,
Wasn't that calm?
that was so nice. Oh man, it's nice and calm back here. It's a different world again.
Perfect.
Just like a professional.
Good job.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was
Thank you
nice.
so much for that. That was a wonderful day.
As is always the case, my time in Parc National du Bec has ended too soon. Even though it's a small park, I'm looking forward to returning and exploring some more. Until that time, I think I'll practice up on my sea kayaking. Epic Trails is brought to you by Bonjour Quebec, Dermatone. Feel the rush, not the burn. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. As my journey through Quebec continues, I find myself in the Eastern Townships, a part of the province that's known for its charming small villages, incredible food, and breathtaking wilderness. With 4 national parks in the region, it's a place that prides itself on maintaining a strong connection with the outdoors, while at the same time providing all the benefits of an urban environment. It's fall, and with the sprawling, deciduous forests, this is the type of place that would make Thoreau jealous. Although I could easily melt into the peaceful and transcendent beauty here, I feel like injecting a little adrenaline into my day. Mountain biking is one of my favorite ways to get my blood pumping, and Quebec is a surprising, at least to me, mountain biking paradise. I'm getting into the flow with Francis, one of the trail builders at Parc de la Gorge de Quaticook.
That was cool. I haven't done a lot of jumps lately, so I'll do the best I can. And if I eat it, I eat it, I guess. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it all goes well. All right, after you.
All right.
Après vous. You did it.
Perfect.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right, well,
Let's go. To lunch?
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go
right.
eat.
All right, let's go eat.
Right
All
on,
right,
perfect.
right
Yeah,
on.
nicely done.
Mont Mégantic. Not only does this mountain have a really cool name, it's the home of some of the best stargazing in the world. In fact, it's the world's first international dark sky reserve, which means it has an exceptional quality of starry nights due to the cold air and the protection from light pollution. Not surprisingly, people travel from all over to visit the observatory and get a one-of-a-kind look at the heavens above.
So I've just made it to La Voie Lactée. It's a cabin that's basically right at the base of a couple of observatories here on Mount Mégantic, which is one of the best stargazing spots anywhere around. And this is basically a spot where people can post up and spend the night and wait for their turns to be using the observatories. And I'm getting a chance to meet up with Guillaume, and he's gonna actually take me into one of the observatories and run me through the whole gamut of the telescopes and looking at the night skies. We're gonna have a big moon to look at, and I just can't wait to get that dark sky action and see what we got here.
Yeah, we are in the Mont Mégantic Popular Observatory. We have with us a 24 inches telescope. So it's a very large telescope that could be used for science, but the Popular Observatory is for the people.
So we can see Saturn. This is awesome. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, you can see, of course, the rings.
The rings. Yeah.
So that ring is in fact billions of particles of ice, water ice, around the planet.
Yeah.
That's why they're so reflective.
So I'm just getting my first glimpse at a few cool stargazing opportunities here. So Guillaume has just turned this onto Saturn, and I got my first look at that. And it's crazy, you can literally just like see the rings around Saturn. I know that that's something we all have heard about, but just to like literally physically see it is really wild. And now we're gonna start looking at the moon. That is wild. Wow, that looks so cool. Well, fascinating. I love it. This has been so cool to actually see the moon and look at Saturn and the rings and see Vega. Thanks so much for letting me hang out in the observatory and just gaze at the heavens above.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Epic Trails is brought to you by Dermatone. Feel the rush, not the burn. Bonjour, Quebec. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Although my travels are typically geared towards exploring the world's top hiking and backpacking trails, there are some trails that are epic for very different reasons. This is Foresta Lumina, a magical trail along Quarrycooks Canyon.
So this is the beginning,
Yes.
and then what happens from here?
From here, we'd go directly into the pathway.
Yeah.
And you will see we'll just go in the Garden of Wish. So this is where you have to make a wish. And
Okay.
the fairies, if you are good, will make your wish come true.
Have I been good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure you will be good. So you take
that's
your
okay.
rock,
Okay.
make a wish, and you keep your rock with you. And at the end of the pathway, you just put your rock, and your wish will come true.
So this whole concept,
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
And a few years ago, in 2014, we were hoping to increase the number of visitors. And we would like to create something different that will attract people. And this is why we have this crazy idea to do something during the night.
Ooh, here we go! Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
I might not be able to sleep tonight.
Every light that you see on the rock is wish that they came true.
Yeah.
And if you want your wish to come true, you just have to take your rock and put it on any instruction
On
that you
one of
like.
these. Okay.
Perfect. And it will happen.
Perfect. Ah, I missed it. That was so cool. That was like entering a fairy tale. I'm like a big Lord of the Rings nerd,
Oh, perfect.
so that was like so fun for me. To just,
We made it, you know?
we did it.
As my time in the Eastern Townships nears its end, I'm looking forward to getting my boots dirty on one of the countless trails in the area. Aside from the beautiful fall colors, Today's hike is particularly exciting because apparently the top is just as magical in its own way.
So what's the name of the park here?
We're called the Parc d'Environnement Naturel de Sutton. We call it PENS for short, or Parc Sutton, Park Sutton.
Yeah. I can probably pronounce Park Sutton.
Yeah. So this is where we can choose to either go straight up to Round Top, or
Okay.
if we want to go up to Round Top and stop on the lake, or at the lake on the way, we go up this way.
What do you recommend?
Either or, but we had talked about going up through the lake because it might be quieter at this time, so I'd say we start with the lake.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
So here we have Lake Spruce.
Oh, lovely spot.
Yeah, it's one of the top destinations if you're gonna come to the park.
That's a cool spot here.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Beautiful.
This is a home stretch.
This is?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. We already had what we call the stairway to heaven back there, all of those stone steps.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of like that last little stretch
The last push.
before the money, the vista.
Ooh, baby. That's a
Isn't
viewpoint.
that something? Yeah.
Wow.
So, main attraction, I'd say.
Yeah, this is spectacular here.
Yeah. Never gets old.
Quebec is a huge province with potential for adventures of epic proportions. But it's also a place with an unbelievable number of smaller, equally magnificent, and truly unique experiences. I didn't know what to expect from both the maritime region of Quebec or the eastern townships. But the beauty of the sprawling landscapes have left me wanting to explore more than ever.